use one hand here in this possession.
Edwards feigns a three, stops, gathers himself. Money.
Lock in on Edwards. You know, Sean bodies. He's coming off that pick and roll. You have to show him bodies. You cannot let him get comfortable. And he's very, very comfortable.
Edwards. Pull up again. Money again.
Steal at the other end led to the transition, and Anthony Edwards just calmly goes for the pump fake.
These things he mentions is having Brooke back healthy. Edwards stops, leans in, nice move. That's Conley, the fake, back to Ant. Oh, a little ball fake, pull up, off glass for two. But also that the foul was called on Kyle Anderson and not on Anthony Edwards.
Correct.
Who's lining up the midi and connects. Edwards beating the clock.
7th fewest threes of any team in the league, which is still a lot of threes, by the way. 32 a game. Here's one going up by Conley and in.
With it.
Edwards, he resets after Eason goes by and knocks it down.
Tied up at 118. Edwards patiently maneuvering through the defense. Gets two. Frenetic pace.
On the air.
Edwards gonna take a three. Yes, sir!
Understands who he's playing against and where he can get to.
He'll be 38 in a month and a half, Chris Paul will, as Edwards gets that one. Back-to-back buckets for
Russell driving. Edwards. Oh, God. Reddish in the air. Edwards staying with it and puts it in.
last couple days. Edwards the fake, Edwards the three.
Matched up with Robinson Earl with 8 on the shot clock. In the lane, got the guys in the air and put it through. And we've talked about this before, the benefit of having the guy that no matter what position you put him in. Here's Edwards, sidesteps into a three ball and connects.
From those guys that have come off the bench, especially when you're talking about there's guys still out for Milwaukee to show that kind of depth, but it has been
3 and 1/10 seconds now. Edwards will catch, uses that extra second, and knocks down the jump shot.
We'd have first play, the second play. If the first play worked, we'd run it again. And then you get a couple of times up and down the floor, and you go second play, and nobody remembers what's going on.
Get inside, a little bit of hesitation, got Brooke in the air. Giannis with his second block. Oh, they're going to count it.
See Minnesota swinging that ball around. Edwards will pass up the three for the mid-range, and Anthony Edwards.
This is Prince on the wing into the corner for Edwards. Good hard fake, open three, got it.
Timed that perfectly.
Edwards in and out dribble. The flyby by Finney Smith. The three by Anthony Edwards.
Alive. They tilt the defense to Edwards. Got his man airborne, and boy, great deft touch.
Hachimura once again switched up on Edwards. Leans in, a little sidestep, knocks it in.
Glad you're with us. Off we go on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. Anthony Edwards from the elbow knocks it down.
stick with what you're working on and wait for it to turn.
Beasley on Edwards. Boy, a little ball fake there. Got Beasley up in the air.
Kyle Filipowski also joins the 5 on the floor for Utah.
3 back to John Edwards. Fakes and leans and throws a pass. Anderson. Really played well.
He really has, and I just want to talk more about the Kyrie-Luka relationship because the way that it has maturated.
Edwards inside, and he goes to the finger roll. Threatened. Here's Edwards over to Conley. Sidestep, gives it back to Edwards. Mid-range pull up, good. Enjoying their largest lead of the game. Edwards on Edwards, puts it up and through.
Into Jokic and over to Gobert. Back out to Edwards, fakes the 3, penetrates inside with Murray defending.
How about the hang? Puts it off the window. Shannon naps it on the inside. Edwards, fly by. Edwards, book it.
Edwards was down. High IQ play it. Got down the shot.
He's got 12. Edwards keeps Green on his hip pocket, and then Green bit. And then Edwards knocks it down.
2 to play in the third. Fun game here in the Twin Cities. Look at the moves by Edwards. Swashbuckling and slamming. Anthony Edwards skies.
Sometimes you just got to make it up as you go. Edwards right here, you know what? The shot's not there. Let me just throw it off the rim and finish it myself.